Instead of your homepage, you see 400 bad request error. No clue what went wrong, just a white screen where your site is supposed to be live. A lot of users see this error while clicking around the WordPress admin area, uploading images, or testing custom code. If this is happening to you right now, don't worry. In this video, you'll learn exactly how to fix the 400 bad request error in WordPress step by step. Hey guys, it's James from GigaPress.net. A 400 bad request error in WordPress is a client-side error. That means the server got your request, but it can't understand or process it because something about that request is invalid or corrupted. In WordPress, you'll typically see this when visiting certain pages, uploading images or videos, saving changes in plugins, running custom code, or AJAX actions through admin-ajax.php. Now let's start with some basic yet effective methods to resolve the issue, then move into WordPress-specific solutions if those don't work. Method 1. Disable browser extensions. Browser extensions can sometimes interfere with how web pages load and send requests, which can lead to a 400 bad request error. In Google Chrome, click the three dots in the top right corner. Then hover over Extensions and select Manage Extensions. Toggle off each extension to disable it. Now, go back to your site and refresh the page to see if the error is gone. If the error disappears, re-enable your extensions one by one until the error comes back. The last extension you turned on is likely the culprit. Once you've identified the problematic extension, you can remove it, replace it, or change its settings so it doesn't break your site. Method 2. Check the URL syntax. Another simple but common cause is just a bad URL. Make sure the URL is correctly formatted and points to a valid resource. Common issues include typos or incorrect characters, extra or missing slashes, messy or broken query parameters. First, look at the address bar and double-check for typos. URLs should not contain spaces or special characters like these. If your URL needs special characters, make sure they're properly encoded. For example, a space should be %20, not a literal space. By correcting the URL, you can often resolve the 400 bad request error very quickly. If the URL looks fine and you still get the error, move on to the next method. Now, if you're running a WooCommerce store and you're looking for a more creative way to generate engagement and sales, check out this video's sponsor, ReviewRaffles. ReviewRaffles is a plugin that allows you to sell seats for a webinar-style review. So instead of running basic giveaways, ReviewRaffles lets you sell seats for a live product review. You set the price per seat, limit the number of available spots, and then customers can buy access to your product review. Then, after the review is done, use the built-in randomizer to select which viewer to give away the product you reviewed to as a door prize. So, if you're looking for a unique way to boost engagement and better monetize your WooCommerce store, I definitely recommend checking it out. You can find the link in the description to learn more about ReviewRaffles. Now let's continue. Method 3. Clear your web browser cache and cookies. Outdated or corrupted cache and cookies are another very common trigger for 400 errors. Clearing them forces your browser to fetch fresh data and can fix the error instantly. In Google Chrome, click the three dots in the top right corner. Go to Settings, then Privacy and Security. Select Delete Browsing Data. In the pop-up, check the Cookies and Other Site Data and Cached Images and Files. Set the time range to All Time and click Delete Data. In Mozilla Firefox, click the menu icon or the three lines in the top right corner. Choose Settings. Go to the Privacy and Security tab. Under Cookies and Site Data, click Clear Browsing Data. Check both Cookies and Site Data and temporary cached files and pages, and click Clear. In other browsers, the process is similar. Go to Settings, then Privacy or History, then Clear Browsing Data, and then remove cookies and cache. After clearing, refresh your WordPress site and see if the 400 bad request error persists. Method 4. Log out of your WordPress account and log in again. Sometimes the problem is just a bad session cookie. From your WordPress dashboard, go to your profile at the top right corner and click the Log Out link. Fully log out of your account. Close the tab, open a new tab, and log back in. If the 400 error was related to expired or corrupted session cookies, this alone can fix it. Method 5. Reduce file upload size. If the error appears only during file uploads, the file may be too large for your server or WordPress limits. This is common with high-resolution images, videos, or large backup files. If it's an image, optimize it for the web using tools like TinyPNG or similar. If you frequently upload large images, follow best practices for large images, smaller dimensions, and compressed files. If compression isn't enough, you can increase your PHP memory limit by editing wp-config.php. You can access it via FTP or the file manager in your hosting control panel. If you're connecting your site to your FTP client like FileZilla for the first time, you can click the link in the description for a complete step-by-step guide. Once your site is connected, go to the root folder, usually public_HTML or your domain name, and locate the wp-config.php file. Right-click and then select View/Edit. Then it will open in a text editor and add the following lines. Save the file, then try uploading again. If a smaller or optimized file uploads without errors, the original request was simply too big. If none of these quick fixes work, the issue is likely inside WordPress itself. Method 6. Clear your cache in WordPress. If you're using a caching plugin or your host has server-side caching, stale cache can cause odd behavior, including 400 errors. In your WordPress dashboard, open your caching plugin. Look for options like Clear Cache, Purge All, or Delete Cache. Click to clear all cached content. If your hosting provider offers caching in their control panel, purge that as well. Then reload your site and test again. Method 7. Update or deactivate plugins. Plugins are essential for enhancing the functionality of a WordPress site, but they can also be a source of errors, including the 400 bad request error. First, try updating your plugins. In your WordPress dashboard, go to Plugins and select Installed Plugins. Check for available updates and update all plugins to their latest versions. If updating plugins does not resolve the error, try deactivating all plugins. Here in the Installed Plugins tab, select All Plugins, and in the Bulk Actions dropdown, choose Deactivate and click Apply. Visit your site or repeat the action that caused the 400 error. If the error is gone, you know a plugin is the cause. Now, reactivate each plugin one at a time. Activate the first plugin, test your site. If everything works, activate the next plugin. Repeat until the error comes back. The last plugin you activated before the error returned is likely the culprit. Once identified, consider looking for alternative plugins, updating to the latest version, or contact the plugin developer for help. If you can't access your WordPress admin area, open your FileZilla. Connect your site and go to the root folder, usually public_HTML or your domain name, locate the wp-content folder. Inside, find the plugins folder, and then rename it to plugins_deactivated. Now go back to your WordPress login page, refresh, and try logging in again. If you can finally access your dashboard, that means one of your plugins is causing the issue. Rename the folder back to Plugins, and then go to your WordPress dashboard and reactivate each plugin one by one until the error reappears to identify the culprit. Again, once identified, consider looking for alternative plugins, updating to the latest version, or contact the plugin developer for help. If renaming the plugins folder didn't help and you still can't log in, move on to the next method. Method 8. Switch to a default theme. Sometimes your theme can cause a 400 error, especially if it includes custom code or doesn't follow WordPress standards. To test this, switch to a default WordPress theme. In your WordPress dashboard, go to Appearance and select Themes. If you already have a default theme like 2025, hover over it and click Activate. If you don't have one installed, click the Add Theme button. In the search bar, type the name of a default theme, like 2025. Hover over the theme and click Install, then Activate. Now check your site again. If the problem is fixed, the issue is with your previous theme. Reach out to the theme developer for help, check for updates, or consider switching to a different theme. Method 9. Flush your DNS cache. If your site's IP address has changed, but your computer is still using an old DNS record, that can contribute to strange request errors, including 400. To quickly flush your DNS cache, on Windows, Open Command Prompt. Type ipconfig/flushdns and press Enter. On Mac OS, open Terminal. Type sudo kill-all -hup mdns responder and press Enter. Enter your password if prompted. After flushing DNS, restart your browser and try visiting your site again. Method 10. Reset permalinks. Bad or corrupted permalinks can also cause 400 bad request errors, especially when the URL structure isn't configured correctly. WordPress makes it easy to reset them, and this also regenerates your .htaccess file. In your WordPress dashboard, go to Settings and select Permalinks. Don't change anything here. Just scroll down and then click Save Changes. This will refresh your permalink settings and regenerate a fresh .htaccess file in your site's root directory. After saving, reload your site and test the URL that was giving you the 400 error. Method 11. Downgrade your WordPress version. If the 400 bad request error appeared right after a WordPress update, downgrading to a previous version may help. New updates can sometimes introduce compatibility issues or bugs that cause errors. Before downgrading, back up your site to prevent data loss. Then, to revert to a previous version, the easiest way is to use a plugin. In your WordPress dashboard, go to Plugins and select Add Plugin. Search for WP Downgrade Specific Core Version. Click Install Now and then Activate. Once activated, go to Settings and select WP Downgrade. In the WordPress Target Version box, type the exact version number you want and then click Save Changes. Then go back to the dashboard, select Updates, and then click Reinstall Version. WordPress will downgrade to that version. And that's it! If you follow these methods step by step, you should be able to track down what's causing the 400 bad request error and get your WordPress site working again. For more WordPress tutorials, our free WordPress masterclass, and fast and reliable web hosting, visit gigapress.net. Thank you, and see you next time.